Hi gang, Ed here, and I wanted to do a video for you today to show you how to set up Twitter. So this video is very specifically about setting up Twitter. I actually sent an email out to you guys literally just a couple of minutes ago, and I thought, hey, perhaps I should show people what you need to do to log in. So there's a couple of steps that you need to take. So first of all, what we need to do is we need to go to our Twitter page. You can see here, this is my Mogul Studio. I don't know if you've been catching up with all the live TV shows that we've been doing. Hopefully you do. Monday nights, 8 o'clock Eastern Summertime, US. Be there. Okay, little ad. But let's talk about Twitter. So the first thing that you need to do is get an account. So let's have a look. Let's get an account. So I'm just going to type in Twitter here. Totally live. Twitter.com. There we are. So we're just going to load up Twitter. We'll say bye to John Reese's house. Yes, exclusive John Reese house footage. And that's taken me, because obviously we're logged in here, to my Twitter page. And look, I've actually done another video called The Tao of Twitter, which I'll put a link to in this post as well, which explains why you should be using Twitter. Suffice to say, since I did that video last year, Twitter has become more and more important from an internet marketing medium. People have problems with Twitter because they see a lot of the, stuff that people put on it, like, I'm having a cup of coffee now, I'm having a Genovese latte now. Or they're seeing a lot of, people use it badly. That doesn't mean that it's bad. Not at all. When used properly, Twitter is one of the most powerful things you can be doing on the internet. Remember, last year they all said Facebook was rubbish. Look who's teaching Facebook now. So, this is important that you understand this. Twitter is key. Here we are. This is the page that we need to log in. Now there is a video here which I absolutely recommend that you watch, but after you do that we want to get started and join. In fact, I've got a great idea for a Twitter account now I think about it. Okay, so you need to create, the first thing you need to do here is type a username. Okay, so we'll do that. Frank Kearns VW. Frank has just bought the most amazing VW Bongo van that you've ever seen. It is just amazing. Okay, we need to do a password, so your screen will go black at this point. Okay, I'm just changing. Oh, now I have to type in this again. Great. Fortunately with ScreenFlow, I'll edit a lot of this out. Okay, so now we can check if anyone in your email contacts already has a Twitter account. I personally wouldn't do this at the moment, and I would ignore sending out email invitations as well. I want you to learn to use Twitter the right way and see its value. And I think because a lot of people don't use it the right way and use it like as an instant messaging client, you'd soon get sick of it. So I don't want you to waste your enthusiasm. I want you to see the value of it. So I want to be very careful and respectful of what you're seeing at the moment. As you get used to it, you'll add your friends on, and honestly, as a friends communication tool, it's brilliant. Now, this is a bit naughty, Twitter. It's been so long since I've signed in that this part of the process I haven't checked out, and it's not clear about how you continue on at this point, which is really, this is naughty stuff, Twitter, frankly. What you need to do is go up to the skip menu here and go into your skip area. So here we are, and we're set up now. We've got Frank Kearns VW. Okay, that's our thing, and okay, so we'll just type up something there. and click update. So there we are, there's an update. Now what I want to do is I want to show you how to find a friend. Now there's a number of different ways. Now in the email that I sent, and I'll just show this for you. For example, my Twitter address is ed_Dale. Okay, so at the moment we're signed in, remember, as Frank Kearns VW. So, okay, so we'll go to Ed Dale, which is, here's my page again. Now, you can see here that there's a follow button. And the follow button is what you want to hit so that you get updated on anything that I'm doing. So we'll hit follow. Give it a second. Now I'm following Ed Dale. Now at the moment, now just have a look at this, because you can actually have Twitter on your mobile phone, and you can have Twitter going to all sorts of different places. At the moment I just want to cover the absolute minimum basics for you. So at the moment I'm not going to go through these things. I actually think this is brilliant. And when we get into microblogging and this year's 30-day challenge, this is going to become very, very, very important. But let's just cover the absolute basics. So as Frank Kearns VW is now following me, and just to show you that that works, there we can click back home and watch what happens. So you can see here now my tweets have now come into Frank Kearns VW's Twitter feed. And that's how you keep track. Now in the next video, if you had to keep going back to this particular feed all the time, this would be a problem. So the first thing I want you to do, and hang on, explain yourself, Ed. The reason it would be a problem is that if you have to go specifically to a web page, it's an action that you have to take, which means the likelihood of you actually doing something with all the 50 million other things you got to do in any day, it's not going to be effective. However, what's really cool, and a lot of people don't realize, is that every Twitter page is an RSS feed waiting to happen, which means, and remember we showed you how to set up blog lines in the 30-day challenge. So if we go up here, you can see I can click on this link and click subscribe to this page. So I'll just click on that and add this in. And this will automatically, remember, it automatically takes me to my blog lines folder, which is very cool. Remember we showed you how to do that, so this was all set up. And so we want that feed, Twitter, and I want to put this in my internet marketing folder, and I will hit subscribe. Here we are. Okay, and you can see Frank's Twitter feed has now come up with my Twitter feed. And there we go. So you can see Frank Kearns feed with friends, or you can just get Frank Kearns stuff. And probably I recommend just getting Frank Kearns, but there you have it. So, very cool. So this way is one way of automatically putting together all of your Twitter information. Now in the next video I'm going to show you a little application which I use, which makes this whole process even easier still. So that's how you sign up for a Twitter account.